Having the right compound bow can make or break your hunting season. And with so many options out there, picking the perfect one is never easy. Some bows are built for speed, others for smooth draws, silent shots, etc. But only a handful truly bring it all together. So, which ones should you consider? In this video, we'll talk about the best compound bows on the market today. From the lightning-fast Mathews Lift 29.5 to the ultra-light Hoyt RX8 and even some more budget-friendly options like the Bear Adapt 2. You could be looking for a high-tech carbon build, an easy-to-tune workhorse, or just an all-arounder that will dominate both hunting and target shooting. Regardless of which, this list has something for everyone. So let's break down the top picks and find out which bow belongs in your hands this season. Mathews Lift 29.5 Compound Bow. Mathews Archery has kept hunters on their toes with some impressive innovations, and the Lift 29.5 is another step in that direction. It relies on a carefully engineered reflex riser that trims weight while staying rock solid, so it handles easily in a tree stand or on spot and stock missions. This bow's real calling is its blend of speed and maneuverability. It clocks in at about 348 FPS, yet balances well, thanks to features like the center guard cable system and RPD limbs. The Switchweight X cam system is also a clever setup because it lets anyone swap modules rather than fuss with new limbs, which is a bonus for folks who change draw weight or length over time. Anyone picking this up can appreciate the stable draw cycle. The bow weighs a hair under 4 pounds, so it feels light in the field, but still quiet after the shot. A narrow valley may test you on longer holds, and the grip might not be everyone's favorite, but neither issue overshadowed its performance in my hands. This rig costs $1,329, which is about mid-range for high-end bows. It earned a place on this list for blending serious speed with a compact frame, giving bow hunters a versatile tool that handles tough hunts without adding extra weight. Hoyt Carbon RX8 Compound Bow. Hoyt is known for tackling carbon riser construction, and the RX8 shows how well they've refined that approach. It's designed to be ultra-light yet stable, and the updated HBX Exact cam system offers adjustable let-off settings from 75% to 85%. There's a 3-mod system that shifts draw length in fine increments, so each person can dial in a feel that fits. There are also Picatinny and dovetail mounting points for the latest accessories. A lot of folks rave about this bow's smooth draw cycle and its quiet release. It's great for hunters who want that carbon warmth in winter and prefer minimal noise. The carbon riser keeps the bow feather light, and the compact design helps when you're tucked in a blind or chasing game across rugged terrain. Now, the vital point grip might be too rounded for those who like a flatter interface, and there have been occasional hiccups with serving wear. Hoyt replaced string sets for some shooters, but their customer service didn't always respond promptly. Despite that, the RX8 stands as a strong option for those seeking advanced construction with the ability to fine-tune feel. At around $1,699, it's a premium choice that earned a spot on this list for its comfortable draw and overall versatility. Bowtech Carbon 1X Compound Bow. Bowtech's Carbon 1X stretches their original Carbon 1 platform to 33 inches axle to axle, which appeals to shooters who crave a little more stability. Now, it's a carbon bow, but it's not the lightest in its category. Some weigh-ins put it around 4.8 pounds with dampeners installed. The payoff is top-tier tuning technology, such as the Deadlock cam system that lets you tweak cam alignment with just an Allen key. That feature alone is a game changer if you hate making multiple trips to a pro shop. The flip disc feature also lets you choose between comfort mode if you want an easier draw, or performance mode if you want maximum speed around 339 FPS. It handles well, even if you're at full draw for extended periods, and the integrated mounting options help streamline your accessories. The carbon riser does a decent job of killing vibration, though there is a slight thump that's common with carbon bows. It's priced at $1,799, putting it slightly above the Mathews Lift 29.5 and under the PSE Mach 33. It delivers a solid mix of power, adjustability, and user-friendly tuning in a long riser design that many archers prefer for improved accuracy. Alright folks, you've made it this far. You're clearly as obsessed with bows as we are, so why not make it official? Hit that subscribe button and join the club. Trust me, it's way easier than tuning a compound bow, and no risk of losing a finger. Now, let's get back to the countdown. Elite Era Compound Bow. Elite's first foray into a carbon riser, the Era, won over a lot of archers in 2023. It was named Outdoor Life's best compound bow of that year, and it's a shame it has been discontinued. There's still a good chance of finding it at local shops though, because the production ended fairly recently. This bow focuses on making life easier for those who want plenty of adjustability. The SP cam system hits speeds of around 336 FPS, and you can shift draw length in quarter-inch increments. There's also a way to set let-off anywhere between 70 and 90%. The lightweight carbon frame keeps your hands warm in frigid conditions, and the dual-cage riser design suppresses extra vibrations. Elite's set technology is a lifesaver if you hate elaborate tuning routines. I found it simple to set up broadheads and maintain consistent arrow flight. The Era has a 31.25-inch axle-to-axle length, which might feel compact if you like a longer bow, and is definitely on the high-end price-wise at $1,799. About the same range as the Bowtech Carbon 1X. Still, it's a worthwhile find for anyone who wants a comfortable carbon hunting bow that doesn't compromise on accuracy or tuning options. PSE Mach 33 Compound Bow. PSE's history with carbon risers includes models like the Levitate and Mach 30, and the Mach 33 continues that legacy. It's a 33-inch axle-to-axle bow that seems built for folks who want a balanced compromise between stability and portability. The EC2 cam system maintains a smooth pull, which makes longer practice sessions more comfortable, and you can adjust let-off between 80% and 90%. PSE leans on an easy 220 shim system for quick adjustments without a press, so it's straightforward to tweak your arrow flight for broadheads. The carbon riser won't chill your hand as much as aluminum, and it's tough enough for rough backcountry hunts. The downside is that it's not the fastest speed demon around. The 335 FPS is still decent, but some other bows on this list push it closer to 340 or 350. Now, this one will set you back $1,800.99, placing it in an even higher bracket than the Bowtech Carbon 1X. The upside is that you get a smooth, quiet shot that feels stable, especially when holding on target. Bear Archery Adapt 2 Compound Bow. Bear Archery teamed up with the hunting public to create the Adapt 2, aimed at budget-conscious hunters who want reliable performance. It's priced at $499.99 for the bare bow version, and the ready-to-hunt package is $599. Well below almost everything else on this list. It's a 31-inch axle-to-axle rig that offers draw weights from 45 to 60 pounds or 55 to 70, plus draw lengths from 24 to 31 inches. That adjustability serves newcomers very well, and there's enough power here for most whitetail or lighter big game hunts. I like that Bear used the same riser from the higher-end bows like the Alaskan XT. You can mount gear on the front or back, and the Whisker Biscuit and 4-pin sight in the package are actually decent. The biggest issues you might spot are a bit of hand shock and a limited top-end speed of about 294 FPS in real-world testing. The draw cycle is smooth enough for novices, but it doesn't have any fancy tuning systems. Still, for the price, you get a nice starter bow or a backup rig. It shows how much value you can get without spending $1,000 or more. Darton Sequel 35 ST² Compound Bow. Darton has been around a long time and is famous for helping pioneer binary cams. The sequel 35ST² shows they're still pushing new ideas. The 35-inch axle-to-axle length is great for both hunting in open areas and shooting target events. With an IBO speed of around 336 FPS, there's enough power for big game there, and the ST² mod system makes it easy to switch holding weight or tweak tune without a press. One highlight is the perfect tuning system, which eliminates a lot of guesswork by letting you adjust limb tension with a simple set screw. There's also an adjustable yoke that allows fine cam timing tweaks without pulling cable. It has a fairly solid grip setup with side plates that feel better than cheaper plastic ones from Darden's past. Weighing in at around 4.5 pounds, it's on par with many aluminum bows, so it's not super light, but stability is excellent when you're locked in at full draw. Now, the price at about $1,299 is lower than many carbon options, but it still sits at a premium range, comparing favorably to the Mathews Lift 29.5. It merges straightforward tuning, ample speed, and a comfortable feel, ideal for anyone who wants a do-it-all compound. Prime Inline 5 Compound Bow. Prime has a reputation for interesting riser designs that help with balance. Now, the Inline 5 is a 35-inch bow introduced in 2022, moving away from the older parallel cam approach to a single-cam inline system that's simpler and quieter. It's designed for archers who value stability. The riser places the grip at a center point, so the bow settles on target very quickly. Noise has also been cut down a lot compared to older primes, and the inline cable routing reduces cam torque, which also helps with consistent arrow flight. The nano grip insert also keeps your hand off the cold metal. This bow runs at about 335 FPS and sits with a fixed limb stop, which means a firm back wall. You don't get adjustable let-off options, so folks wanting more or less holding weight might need to get another model. Prime priced it at $1,149, which is a bit less than the Mathews Lift 29.5, but still premium. I'd say it's a worthwhile pick for archers who prize a stable platform. It's a bow that locks on target nicely and makes accurate shots feel natural. Expedition Archery X30 Compound Bow. Expedition has been making some really good bows since 2013, and the X30, along with its sibling models like the X33, all use the company's proprietary X-Loy riser that claims to be lighter and stronger than typical aluminum. It's a hybrid metal alloy carbon approach that aims to cut down weight while keeping durability very high. Speeds can push around 350 FPS with the LVR cam, and draw lengths go from 26.5 to 31 inches. The riser is stiffer than many expect, so it holds steady. The draw cycle feels smooth, and there's minimal hand shock as well. Some folks found the actual weight a bit heavier than advertised, so keep that in mind if every ounce matters on your backcountry treks. The let-off tested near 77%, not quite the listed 80%, though it still feels good. The X30 runs around $1,399, so it's more expensive than the Prime Inline 5 and slightly below the Bowtech Carbon 1X. It has a dependable build quality, and the riser's design handles torque very well. It's a unique approach that merges innovative materials with a solid shooting experience, and it feels very comfortable through the shot cycle. Hoyt Alpha AX2 32 Compound Bow. And last but not least, let's take a look at Hoyt's Alpha AX2 32. So it sits in the $1,449 range, and is a great option for hunters who want speed and a compact frame. The cam system is more aggressive compared to Hoyt's older bows, which gives it an IBO rating of around 336 FPS. It draws stiffer than the RX-8, so it might take some getting used to, but the breakover is manageable once you settle into the valley. Modular draw lengths mean that you can swap modules if you need a different size, rather than twist a dial. The plus side is that you can make small quarter-inch tweaks, and there are 3 let-off choices. This bow weighs in at about 4.5 pounds, which is plenty light for the 32-inch platform with a heavily skeletonized riser. Tuning involves spacers instead of fancy micro adjusters, so it's a bit more old school, but the split yoke helps keep lateral stability in check. Some folks see a slightly taller brace height than advertised, but that can add a touch of forgiveness. It's on the list because it's a handy rig for anyone who wants a faster Hoyt without going fully carbon. It's a premium option that can handle rugged hunts and keep you comfortable in tighter setups. And that wraps up our look at the best compound bows on the market. We've covered everything from Mathews' compact and deadly Lift 29.5 to the smooth-drawing Bowtech Carbon 1X and the customizable Darton Sequel 35 ST2. Which one caught your attention the most? Drop a comment below and let us know why. And while you're down there, please don't forget to hit like, share this video, subscribe, and ring that bell icon so you don't miss our next breakdown of the best gear in the hunting world. Thanks for watching, and we'll see you in the next one. This is Threat to Survival. Prepare today. Thrive tomorrow. Embrace the threat to survival.